What is going on? It's your boy Brandon Combs from the Man Hour. If you have not downloaded Thrive Fantasy yet, I am not sure what you're waiting for. Download Thrive Fantasy on the App Store or Play Store by visiting their website, www.thrivefantasy.com. Sign up and prop up today. Use promo code MANHOUR when you sign up today, and you will receive an instant match bonus up to $50 on your first deposit of $20 or more. That's promo code MANHOUR, thrivefantasy.com.
Washington football team versus the Seattle Seahawks. This game also has huge implications of playoff picture moving forward. So, Wyatt, tell me why the football team is going to win this week versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, first off, I said this the last time we were on here. They need Alex Smith back. Okay, I don't trust Haskins whatsoever. 1-3 as a starter this year. You can say whatever you want about him all time. He throws in his NFL career, his passing percentage is in the 50s. So he's not great. So that's the first step, is get Alex Smith back. Make sure he's healthy and he can play. Second off, when you get Alex Smith back, he has got to air that thing out. We have seen the Seattle secondary struggle all year. Now, granted, it has got better as they've added to that pass rush and things have kind of progressed themselves and moved on. Now, the other thing defensively for them, Chase Young, we all saw what he did last week, single-handedly picked the offense apart. He was crazy, had a scoop and score touchdown, a couple of forced fumbles. I mean, he was all over the place and playing awesome. As well as the other reason, Scary Terry, he is an awesome deep threat. And Thomas, they're going to have to step it up here if Haskins is going to be the quarterback in this game.
So one of the biggest things that the Seattle Seahawks have been struggling all season was their front seven. We've been talking about it all year. They had very, very bad pass rush, and their secondary, I believe Jamal Adams was their leading tackler. I think he still might be their leading tackler even after missing 3 or 4 games as a safety position. So Combs, tell me why that the Seahawks are going to win this week versus the football team.
Look, Russell Wilson needs to get it in gear heading into the playoffs. He has not been very good as of late. He needs to kick it in gear. He needs to get them back to what he was playing, through the first 5 weeks of the season, which is MVP football. And that defense is going to pose a problem for the Seattle Seahawks. I'm not going to lie. That defense of Washington, I say time and time again, is very, very good. They're probably a top 5 defense in the league right now. But Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, that's going to be the big matchup right there. That's going to be the key. How many times can you get DK open, and how many times downfield can you actually hit him while he's open? And then that Seattle defense, man, you've got to come to play, because the Washington, not Redskins anymore, they can run the ball. And you're not very good at stopping the run. And so if they get that run game going, you're in trouble. So that's going to be another key for Washington, is stopping that run, for Seattle, stopping that run game of Washington, and for Russell Wilson to return back to MVP form.
So, Combs, before I kick it back over to Wyatt, let me ask you this question. What is more important for the Seahawks in this game, to have a good offensive game, or for that defense to play at top notch, getting a stride going into the playoffs?
A good offensive game, because if you score 27 or 30 points, you're going to beat this Washington team. They can't outscore you like that. They can win a close game, but if you start putting up the numbers, you start putting up the points, you'll win this game regardless of what Washington does. So I would say it's the offensive side that's more important for Seattle.
And then Wyatt, let me kick this back over to you. What is more important for Washington this week, for that defense to keep playing the way they've been playing, or to establish this running game against the Seattle Seahawks defense that's been much improved the last few weeks?
I'm going to go with kind of what Combs was saying. I'm going to go with defense here. I feel like they've had a top 5 defense all year. They've looked really good. I think definitely adding the pass rush. I mean, we've seen Russell kind of digress as the year went on. I mean, he was MVP form at the beginning of the year, and now really dropped out of the MVP race. I haven't seen much about MVP voting for him at all. It's kind of just between Mahomes and Rodgers now. So just not keeping him out of that MVP stature, keeping him from running and improvising, as I should say, keeping him in the pocket and not allowing him to burn time by running around and then throwing a dot downfield to either Lockett or
Man
DK
Hour
Metcalf.
Nation. Thanks for checking out that Man Hour clip. You can check out the full episode in the link below in the description, or you can check us live Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. East Coast time on youtube.com/Man Hour. or you can download the podcast form on Spotify and iHeartRadio as well. Man Hour Nation, stand up.